How do you help people on a massive scale? Hello, my name is Solera. I'm a spiritual channel. I'm also the author of the Life Manual trilogy, as well as the creator of the course Consciousness 101. So today I have a question from Ali, and he's asking me, how can I help people on a massive scale? So I'm going to ask the channel and channel the spiritual guides for you and see what they have to say on this particular topic. Yes, we hear. So to help people on a massive scale, we would like you to sort of shrink the question down to how do you help yourself first. Okay, a lot of people they haven't really even worked out their own issues in their life, and they have sort of this grand delusion of going to help other people. Well, we say you can't really help other people until you help yourself. Otherwise, you're just projecting your need to be helped onto other people. You think that you're the one who actually needs help, but you think that other people need help. So then you're trying to, assert your energy to help other people when really you're the one who needs work, right? Who needs improvement, or who needs, clearing of your blockage or your limiting beliefs. So I say, don't try to project your own need onto other people. A lot of people also they ask that question actually, yes, some of them genuinely want to help other people, but also some people just ask that question because it makes them feel good. It makes the ego feel good when it is needed by other people. Okay, so we say, if you can actually let go of the attachment that you have about having a grand purpose on this planet, then you'll find that the person that needs help the most is you. Okay, now it's not to say that some people are all delusional because they have maybe a really great idea, maybe they're an innovator, maybe they want to create new technology to make life more efficient, maybe go to another planet to explore the galaxy, and that's all fine. If it is something that's your passion, okay, you would naturally put a lot of energy into your passion, and you would naturally attract sort of a following. You would naturally attract more people, and so you can share your passion with the world. You can do that if you're a singer, right? You can do that if you are a tennis player. You can do that with a lot of different things. So don't try to think, oh, I'm going to help all these people, with their money problems. Well, perhaps you're the one who needs help with money problem, right? So try to separate sort of this grandiose vision that you have about what it means to help people on a massive scale, because it's very, very likely, we can say almost 99.99%, okay, if you're asking that question, it's because you have some areas in your life that you haven't resolved yet, okay? And that you yourself need to pay attention to those areas. It could be money, it could be love, it could be health, it could be a variety of issues that you may have. Okay, instead of going thinking, oh, I'm gonna, be like, you have these Steve Jobs or Bill Gates, these people that you consider as big deal, and you're sort of wanting to be like them, and go out there and quote unquote make a difference. We say, please go make a difference in your own life first, okay? Now, this is sort of a dose of medicine that we're giving you today, because it's not so lovey-dovey, it may not even sound so spiritual, but, okay, we're not really just here to give you spiritual advice, we're also here to give you practical advice. Okay, the practical advice we're giving you today is go figure out the things that are important for you in your own life first. Okay, what are some of your own values? Do you care to have a family? Do you want to, express more of your creativity in this world? Or maybe you're someone who is interested in utilizing your talents for good of others, and that's totally fun. So we say start moving in that direction, right? But don't attach like an outcome, meaning don't attach a result to your passion. We say when you have a passion, just follow it. Okay, you don't need to be the most famous singer. You don't need to be, the best tennis player. You don't need to be, the best public speaker or anything like this. Okay, just be your best and do the things that really matter to you and that interest you. We would say is how you make a difference on a massive scale. Now, it's not to say that there are people who are ready indeed to do things on a grand scale, and a lot of those souls have chosen that path specifically. Okay, they're sort of born knowing that this is sort of their path. It's not so much of a destiny, meaning what they want to do, how they want to do what they do is completely up to them. Okay, there's still a creative process because you are a human being on this planet, right? So you still have to go through this process of creation. Okay, so we say allow the creative process to guide you into doing the things that you're interested in, doing the things that you're passionate about, instead of thinking, oh, I need to go pick something that's going to help humanity. Okay, not everyone needs to go help humanity, and if there is humanity to be helped, that is you yourself. It's sort of like this channel. For a long time, she couldn't really be a channel, and she didn't really want to be a channel because she sort of felt like she needed to get her own ducks in a row, so to speak. And in essence, it's sort of true, because if, let's say, she was worried about survival, she would not have the time or the energy to be doing what she's doing now, which is offering free services to the world in some aspects, okay, in the way that we're asking her to do, right? So you sort of do need to cover, your what you call the Maslow hierarchy of needs, right? So we say try to focus on yourself first before you go out there, thinking you need to go change the world. And a lot of people, okay, what they do is they find a cause out there and they attach themselves to this cause, okay? Back in the days, it'd be like World War I, World War II, whatever. And nowadays, you have these environmental causes, you have these women's rights causes, whatever it is that you're interested in. And they it's like their ego wants to glue themselves to the cause so that they can feel bigger than they really are, okay? But let us be very clear. Very often, it's like an ego trip. You may think you're doing amazing things. You could even feel like, wow, look at me, I'm so superior. I'm doing all these things for other people, unlike those selfish people. And that's very often the attitude of a lot of people who are joining those movements. So it's like, be careful of the slippery slope there. You don't want to fall down in this way, okay? Whatever it is that you're interested in life, we say go pursue it. Maybe it is about saving whales, out in the ocean, and that is totally fine. If it's something that you do it for the love of it. Let us make it very clear. You do it for the love of it. Not because you need to show it off to people, not because you need to go save the world. You do it because you love it, okay? And that is a huge difference from sort of this ego-driven need to be needed. Do you see a difference here? And so we're not criticizing those people who are out there helping other people. We think that is wonderful. If you really recognize that other people are your brothers and sisters, you wouldn't have conflict. You wouldn't have these sort of, what you call social media outbursts of people, saying mean things and things like that. You would just behave properly because you will want to. Okay, you will want to love your neighbor. So this is what we would say at this time regarding this particular topic in terms of helping people on a massive scale. We say start with yourself. Okay, once you get that going, you can worry about other people. Okay, so with that, we'll close the reading. We thank the channel for her help. Okay, guys. Oh, sorry. Sometimes it's hard to breathe when I'm channeling. It's like all the stuff comes all at once. Okay. I totally understand why they say that. And to be honest, I was asked to be a channel many years ago, and I was just like, no, because my own thinking at the time was kind of like, well, I need to go and figure out my own life first, figure out what I'm interested in, what I'm good at, what I'm not good at, and find my own circle of friends and things like that. I was not really thinking that I need to go save the world and even be doing things like this. I've sort of had massive resistance around doing free videos. It was sort of like, why should I do that? But here I am, following their guidance, sharing this message with you, and I really do hope that you find it useful. And please do send me questions if you want to ask the guides anything. And I sort of just go through questions that people send me and compile them and I ask them and I channel them in these videos, okay? So I will see you next time.